Yeah, hi, this is just a quick recording just to give you a run through of the Fonn platform. I'll try and keep this to sort of 25 minutes, half an hour, just to give you a sort of high level view of the functionality and features that Fonn offers. You should be able to see the screen okay. There's two parts of the system that I'll run through. Left hand side here is the sort of desktop laptop version. Over on the right here, I'm syncing this to my mobile phone just to show you how the mobile app works. So you can see how the two systems link and work together. As you log into Fonn, this would show you what projects you've currently got. So each one of these little tiles is a current project. Same as on the mobile app, it shows you what projects you've currently got. Good thing of how Fonn works, it would only show you the projects you've been invited to. So if you're using a lot of subcontractors or your own staff, if you don't want them to see other projects, they wouldn't. They'd only see the projects they've been invited to. You don't need to worry about them having a nose around other projects that you might be working on. A couple of things about Fonn quickly before we get started is everything's unlimited on the system. So our clients get unlimited users, projects and data. So there's no caps or anything like that. And one of our sort of main features that our clients like is how easy the system is to use. So hopefully over this sort of demo, you'll see how easy it is to use, especially for the mobile app side of it and the site teams. Very intuitive, very easy to use system. So I'll go into this project here that we've created. This will then bring up our project overview screen. This will give us a sort of snapshot of how our project's performing. So here we've got things like the address. We can click on that link and bring up a map of where the project is. Our overall progress bar, which is tracking against our scope of works and our project program. We can track if there's any pending variations, what project members are actually working on this project for us. And then we've got a shortcut here through to our documents, any current issues, any tasks within here as well. Left hand side down here, the different menu options, ideas that I'll run through some of these, show you what they do and how they work. Mobile app side of it, again, it's a sort of dedicated app for Android or Apple, so it doesn't matter what device you're running, you just download the mobile app. I'll go into the project here. As you see, it brings up the project dashboard. I've still got the high level information up here, but you've also got your nice big buttons, so really easy for people to navigate their way around the mobile app side of it. I'll go into our documents first, which is the first part of the system. So this is where our document management side sits. Within here, we split this into a project and organizational folder structure. I'm currently on the project one here. This is a completely bespoke folder structure for our clients. Most of the time, you'll copy what folder structure you've already got within your current systems. And we can create templates within Fonn. You can create multiple templates. So if you've got different folder structures for different types of projects, that's not a problem. You can create those templates. When you create a new project, you can just pull in that template that you need for that particular project. You can have private folders. So here's a private folder on my reports. That just means that you can limit access, still have sensitive information within your folder structure that only certain people see who you want to be able to see them. All links into here. We've then got our organizational folder structure, which is anything that's non-project specific. So this could be things like your company's public liability insurances, could be health and safety handbooks, it could be staff details, anything that's not project specific, basically can all sit within the folder structure as well. Good thing with how Fonn works, it all links into the mobile in real time. If I go into my documents on my mobile app, as you'll see, it's copied the folder structure and it mirrors it onto the mobile app. So you can access everything 24 hours a day, wherever you are in the world, you can log in and access your project data that you need to. We do manage all of our drawings within here. I'll go into our drawings folder. I'll do it on the mobile app at the same time as well. You can have subfolders, so you can build out a sort of proper folder structure. We'll put in some high level information for the drawings. So here we've got things like the drawing title, discipline, current drawing number, and what revision we're currently on. All of this is on the mobile app side as well. If I go into the drawing here, we'll currently see we're on version 213. If I go into this drawing, have a look what revision we're on. Again, here it will tell me we're currently on 213 as well. Good thing with Fonn is we can fully mark these drawings up. Lots of options up here. We've got things like measure guides. You can go and take like a straight line measurement. We can go and take like area measurements if we need to. We can also go and insert things like signatures. These stamps we can drop in as well. So I can drop in like an approved stamp. We also go in, add in shapes. So here I can go and sort of highlight sections, put sort of clouds around things, shapes around any sections that we need to. Also go and annotate these and add in our custom notes. So these notes we can drop in and add these notes into the drawings as well if we needed to. Good thing with how Fonn works with the mobile app, it all links into the mobile in real time. If I add and view my markups here, as you'll see, it's pulled in those markups direct into that drawing for me. So it's really handy if you're in the office trying to mark up a drawing, you can mark up a section, speak to the guys on site and they'll know what it is you're on about. So they can set instantly marked up within the mobile app side. These pin drops can also relate to parts of the system. So these pins can relate to part of our project program. They can relate to any task, or they can relate to any sort of snagging issue you may have. So you can drop these pins in as well as and when you need to. The revision control on Fonn's really easy as well. It's a simple drag and drop into this section here. So if I've got a new drawing that I need to upload, I can go to that drawing and it's a simple sort of drag and drop. So I can drag and drop that into this section here. I can put in a revision title, so I might pull in revision up to the revision date. It's all optional information if you want to add this in. So I might just pull in a new drawing. I can notify users and I can upload that new drawing. What that would do is that would supersede that previous drawing. As you see, even on the mobile app side of it, it's got this instant push notification pull in here to tell them that drawing's been updated. They'll also receive an email notification as well. The way the mobile app works is very much how people are used to running their social lives nowadays. You know, everyone's used to little red dots, everyone used to the push notifications that you get. Fonn works exactly the same way. I think that's why we get really good adoption for sort of site teams. Is very familiar in how it works. Like I said, I've got an unread document. Go into it, little bell symbol down here will show me any updates I've been away. So I can see that drawing that's there. And even if I go back to my home screen, it will show me here that I've got an unread document. I can click into it and it will highlight where that document is. So it's highlighted my drawings folder and I can go in there and I can see this is the new drawing that's been uploaded. Yeah, so it's very good at making sure we manage those revisions as we need to. Other cool thing we can do through the drawings is our compare versions. So I'm going to compare. I can select the two versions that I want to compare between. So I can select the latest and just say the first version, compare between them. That will then overlay those two drawings for us. And as you can see, it's highlighted the changes between the two sets of drawings. So it's really easy to overlay those drawings and can compare what the differences are. That's it around the document side, really. Again, it's just a general document management system. So your documents can be stored within here as you need to. I'll go on to our next feature, which is our issues. Again, this is managed from the mobile app side. I'll go into our issues here. I can create a new issue, click the plus button up here, put in a title, what it might be. So I'll just put this example, broken window. We've got voice technology built in through the mobile app, little button down here, broken window needs fixing or replacing. So we can dictate to it as we need to. We can set a responsible person a due date. I may set that later, I may not know at the moment. We can select what category we want this under. Now, these categories are completely custom for our clients. Here I could put this as a quality and snagging issue, and this is under, say, carpentry issue, maybe. We can select those issues. We can go in, add our attachment, bring up our camera. We can take a photo. We can then use that photo and we can mark that up. So I can edit that and I can go in and mark that up as I need to. So I can mark up where that issue is. I can then add more photos, so I can add in as many photos as we need. I can use them and then I can add those into this snagging issue that we've currently got. We can then go and save that and that will populate that within the main system. So if I go into my issues within the system here, I've had to pull in. Here's that broken window issue that we've just raised. Again, we can see what category it's under. So the reason for the categories again is so it's really good to be able to filter results at a later stage. So I could run a report on all of our carpentry issues we've had over the last 2 weeks, whatever it may be. Then this issue, it brings up like our discussion board. This is where we can go backwards and forwards as we need to go and get this resolved and closed out. So here I might send a message back to the site team. Is mark on plan. I might need them to mark this up on the plan for me. So I can send a message to them. They'll get their notification pull in here and they can see the new message that's pulled in. Little plus button down here. I can go and attach a document to this. So for this instance, I've been asked to mark up on a plan. So I'm going to go into my drawings. Let me go and grab any drawing would do. and I can go in, like, and mark that drawing up. Same way as I do the photo, I can say, right, that's the window over there, that's the issue. And I'll add that into this issue that we're having. Good thing with Fonn, again, that pulls all that into your real time within here. So that's pulled that straight back into our issue that we've had. And then, yeah, site teams can then go in, get that sorted. So we may now know who's responsible. I can set a due date, so I can say it's going to be done by Friday the 8th, and I'm going to notify that out to this person. And now that will obviously notify them that they got this issue they need to go and resolve and get that sorted. Once that's been done, we can go in and resolve that, and we can close that issue out. Yeah, so it works really well. Our clients will use this for managing sort of snagging issues, tracking deliveries to site, things like that. Any sort of issue you may have, you can log it and track it through the system as you need to. Then get on to our tasks. We've got a task manager built into the platform as well. This is where we can go and create any tasks that we need to. So here I might go and create a site visit or something. If we want to arrange a site visit, put the date, so I could pull in on Friday. We can also set that as a reoccurring task. So I can say, right, we want to set this as a weekly task, and we'll end that on into the project date, and we can save that as a new task. That then obviously create that task. Within the people on the mobile side of it, it will sit into their task manager within here, and they're able to see that new task that's come in. Within here, they can go into their tasks. They can see more information about them by clicking a little arrow. They can see, you know, whether it's a reoccurring, who's it been assigned to, due dates, and they can go in and can complete that task within the mobile app side of it. You can also slide across, and they can also complete the task that way as well. So this can be used as sort of to-do list or a task list within the system. You can generate that into reports anytime that you need to. Then get on to our scope of works. This is our sort of project programming side. We have a lot of clients who may use other systems like Microsoft Projects or Asta. With those, we can export them out to CSV and then convert them into our template and upload them into Fonn. So here you can put in a program of work. Some clients go very granular. Some clients like to keep it very high level. Completely up to our clients how they want that to work. This is a traditional sort of build program we've got within here. It all links into the mobile app side of it. We have a lot of clients and house builders who use this for their Part L compliance. So I can go into this section here. It will show me what section I'm currently up to, so what I need to evidence and what we need to take photos of. So here I can see I'm on my framework. I'm on section 13. If I go into that section, and I can see I'm currently on this build end inspection part of the job. So for the mobile site team, it's really easy for them to go and capture their photos. So I can go in, take a photo, use that photo. I can obviously mark that up as I needed to. I can add more photos. So again, you can add as many photos as you need into these, and then I can upload them into that section. Add any comments in here. Add comments in here. So again, we can use voice technology in this section as well. We can then go and fill out one of our digital forms. So if we need to fill out an inspection or a checklist, we can go in and we can fill out one of our digital forms as well. Once we've done that, we can hit our tick. We'll mark that as being complete. Then that updates that in real time. So straight away I can go into here. I can now see it's been complete. I can see the comments that have been added in here. And here's the photos that have been uploaded from the site teams. All these photos are geolocation stamped as well. So here we can see the longitude, latitude, a Google map link of where that photo was taken, which is part of the Part L requirements that you need. So it captures all that geolocation information as well. That will then mark that as being complete within here. You can have like a two-step verification. So you could go into it and say, right, I can check all the evidence, make sure I've got everything that I need, and I can go and verify that section as well. And then that will just turn it blue and mark it verified. So it's a really good way of being able to, excuse me, just track your program, make sure everything's done as it needs to be. Even within these sections, if we do have any issues, we can actually then go and create an issue or relate it to existing issues. You can attach documents, forms to it, things like that. So you can capture a lot of evidence around parts of your program just to make sure you're capturing that evidence that you need to. You can also pull this into a Gantt chart view, hit the Gantt chart button, and that will pull it through into your traditional Gantt chart view and functionality. You can set dependencies or just schedule critical paths, export that out to PDF, Excel. Works as you expect a Gantt chart to work, really. the main things our clients like around this feature is the reporting from it. We can run very detailed reports at a couple of clicks of a button. We can go and generate our custom reports around here. This is sort of what the report will look like. Here's one that Bloor use for all their Part L compliance. So here we can go and see every section of the job, what progress has been done, any update, status changes, pulls in all the images as well with the location details. So literally a couple of clicks of a button, you can generate these reports that you need to. So it works really well on that side of being able to capture all the evidence you need as part of your program, easy report on it, and keeps it all nice and neat and tidy. And it's really easy for the site teams to go and manage that as well. Then got our submittals. So here we can have any documents need to go through a submittal flow or process. Here I can see it's waiting for me to do, or we can select anything that we need to. So the way it works is we can create a new submittal. Let me just do a draw and approval, for example, create that. We can select who's submitting it, whether it's for information only. So I could put that on the person who's submitting this, or I'm going to request someone to submit the document for me. So we can submit the documents into our submittal process. What it does then is it sits within a sort of holding tank within here. Then whoever's responsible can then distribute that out as they need to. So I've got this one, for example, that is awaiting approval, and I can see what flow it's been through. So I can go and select that, who we need, who's that's been sent to for approval, what dates they need to approve it by. That can then come back into the system, and it can be redistributed to whoever then needs to approve it. So it can go through that proper sort of flow and process to make sure you're getting documents approved, any notes, comments that you need on them before they go live into your project. Yeah, so through that feature there, it can go through that whole sort of submittal process as we need to. We can also fully track and manage RFIs within the platform. These are really easy to manage. I can go and create a new RFI, just so I need to know the size of the window from the issue we had earlier, because we now need to order a new one. Window size, put in your question here, whatever it may be. We can attach any documents into these, so I could link it to an existing document if I wanted to. Let me just go and link it to any document we'll do. Just insert that. We also mark these up within here, so I can click into it and I can go in and I can mark that up as I needed to within here. We can add any other followers in, put a suggested answer, put a due date, and then a respondent. So who we're sending this RFI out to for applying the answer. So here I can do that. I can select anyone who's one of my project members. The good thing with Fonn, the same as with how it works for submittals, is we can send it to any external user. So we can send that out to anyone that we want to. They don't have to have an account on Fonn to answer submittals, answer RFIs, anything like that. So I can send that RFI out to them. They'll get an email with a link that they can reply to. Then that'll pull that answer straight back into the system for us. Good thing of how Fonn works is it will fully track it through here for you. So here, this gives you a sort of dashboard, so you can see how old they are. The system will automatically chase people as well. So if it gets towards due dates, it will chase them, goes overdue, it chases them as well. So it's making sure people are answering RFIs as and when they should be. You can also generate that into a PDF and Excel report at any time that you need to. Yeah, so it's a really good way of managing that whole process through the system as well. We then have our tender package feature. This is a fairly new feature for Fonn. This is where we can go and create a package to be able to send out to contractors to submit a price to us. So here I could put solar package, for example. I can put in the tender deadline. So I can say, right, we're going to do it to the 29th and we're going to award it the day after. We can attach any of our documents into here. So again, I'll just go and put any document in, just an example. So we'll insert those. Select the companies that we're sending these out to. So this will search the companies within here. And I'm just going to send it out to these two people. Pull in what my email content is. Content within there. And then we can issue that tender out. So that will send that tender out to those contractors and then fully track it through the system here. We can see what tenders we've sent out, we see the deadlines, what bids we've received. So I can see a previous solar package that I've done. I can see I've got a bid against it. I can go into it. I can see that this person submitted that bid. I can go into it and I've got all the details there of all this submission documents, any response that they've come back, any package value. Good thing of how Fonn works as well is that you only have to do that once. So if we do need to edit this package, for example, I can go and edit that. That will notify all those companies that there's been an edit or change to it. Or if we needed to add more in, so just say this one here, we needed more than this one because this is the only person that submitted and these are declined to bid. I can just go and add one more in and just quickly add them in and send that to them as well. So it just saves a lot of time having to collate all of that. You can do it all through the system and manage all of that process through Fonn as well. Then have things like our variations. We can fully track and manage variations through the system as well. So if we have got a new variation, it all links into the mobile app side as well. I can go create a new variation. Just say we need to order this new window because the client's requested he doesn't want it fixed. They want to replace it instead. So client wants new window, for example. We can put in the type. These types are completely custom to you. So this is a client request. And I'll just say it's £125 and it's 3 days to get materials in. We can add that variation into the system here. It'll fully track it through here, so clients can have access into this section as well. So here we can currently see we've got 3 pending variations. So if we knew we got to this new window section, we want to make sure we've got the client's approval before we order it. I can see that it's still pending at the moment. So we can speak to the client, they can go into the mobile app, they can see this variation they've got, and they can go in and digitally accept that as they need to. That then accepts it, that will then move into accepted. Now it's moved away from my pending. And it'll update your project costs and things within the system as well. Yeah, it's just a good way of just making sure you're getting that approval and getting signed off for variations before you go and do the work that you need to. Then got our digital forms. Sort of mentioned this earlier. So within Fonn, you can have all of your forms stored within here as well. This helps our clients go paperless, saves a lot of printing and sort of time cost printing forms. We had one client that saved, I think it was over £6,000 a year just on paper and printing costs, let alone the time of obviously putting job packs and things together. Clients have created all different types of forms within the system. Good thing with Fonn is they're unlimited. You can have as many forms as you want in there. During implementation, we show you how you build your forms, and you can go and build them, tweak them, manage them as much as you need to. Give you an idea how they work. I'll go and fill out one of these forms on the mobile app. Let's just go around and fill out, I don't know, roof inspection sign off example. Click my plus button, create that form. That'll pull that form into the mobile app. So we've made these very user friendly on the mobile side. Again, the objective of the form is just to capture information that you need. So we can go in, pull in the details that we need. Also got voice technology built into these forms as well. Little button down here again. Location goes in here. Drawing number. Inspection number. Area. So as you can see, it's really easy to go through, fill out these forms. You've got things like tick boxes as well. You can embed photos straight into these. So I could actually just take a photo. I can use that photo and I can upload that straight into this form, or you can pick your gallery and select photos that have already been saved within your phone. We've got date pickers, and then we can go and capture signatures on these as well. So we can go through, fill out these forms as we need to. We can also mark sections of the form that have to be filled in. Again, if I try and save this form, it's not going to let me because it's telling me these sections of the form have to be completed before it let me submit that form. So it's making sure these forms are filled out as they should be. The other good thing with forms is we can also notify people as well. We can have this already preset in a form, works really well for health and safety forms, accident report forms, things like that. So if an accident report form's been filled out on site, it can automatically notify certain people within the organisation that one of those forms has been filled out, and that can all be set as a default within the form itself. Once these forms have been completed, they're put into the system here, so we can go and see here's that form that we started to complete with the photo, the signature, sign off as well. Also, these forms do save within our documents. So if I need to share it out with someone, it can save under our forms here. So the way how it works is as soon as one of these forms has been completed, it will create that folder for you, and then within that folder have that form sat within there. So I can go out, if I need to share this with someone, I can go and share this, and I can just go and drop that straight into an email, and I can email that form straight out if I needed to. Yeah, so it's a really good way of helping our clients go digital, saves on, like, helps them go paperless, let's say saves on those print and paper costs, and just makes it a lot more efficient that you're managing all your forms through a single platform as well. And also got things like our check-ins. This is where you can go and check in and out of a project as you need to. So from the mobile app, I can go and check in, confirm that I'm currently on this site. What you can do in here, if I go back date, is what you do within Fonn is you set your geolocation. So here we can go and set the location of that project. And here it will show you that where you have to within inside that radius to show you're currently signed into that project. And that'll pull it into here. So you can see that it's checked me into the project here. If I go to my check-in screen, it will show me that I'm currently checked in and I'm within the project region. If you're not within the project region for some reason, then it would flag it in red. So here, this person wasn't. We can click on the link and that'll bring up a map and it shows exactly that person was when they signed in and out of that project. You can, if you wanted to, site managers and supervisors can have access to be able to check people in if they've got the right permissions. They can click into here and they can go in, they can sort of slide across and they can check other users in, or they can add in guests as well. Once they finish, they can check out. The basic system will do the reverse and check their location to make sure they're still within that project radius to show that they've signed out in the correct location as well. And then we can run that into check-in reports as well as we need to. That sort of leads into our timesheet feature. So we've got a timesheet that's built into the platform as well. From the mobile app side of it, little button up here. This is bring up our working week. If I need to go and register some time for today, I can go into it. That'll bring up the projects that I'm currently assigned to. I'll go into our Fonn Demo project here and I'll go and allocate time. So I'll go and say I've been on site for 6 hours today, add notes in here. So again, we've still got voice technology built in through this section. Select the time classification. These are completely custom for our clients. So this I could put as standard time and I can go and log that time against this, that project. It pulls it into the main system again here. So I can see that this person's just logged 6 hours the standard time against that. Everything we can do within here, we can actually set parts of our project program. So to bring up our scope of works, and I could go in and actually set part of a job that I'm doing. So I could say, well, I've now spent 2 hours doing these checks, and that could have been overtime, and I can log that against the project as well. So that'll pull that into here. So now you see this person's logged 6 hours as general, 2 hours as overtime doing this. Once the site team, once they finish their timesheets, they can go in and they can submit them as they need to. So I go into it, bring up my working week here, hit the submit button, and I can send that into the office. These will then come active where you can go and reject or accept that timesheet, and you can generate that into reports as well as you needed to. Yeah, so it's a good way of just being able to manage that process as well if you're sort of managing timesheets. Another good thing through Fonn is the reporting. This is our reports hub. This is where you can generate all sorts of different types of reports through the system. And the main ones I'd say is used is our daily reports. So here we can do like a daily sort of diary entry. Excuse me. We can do weekly reports or custom reports. Can do these from the mobile app side as well. If I go into my reports here, let me go, little new button up here. I can go and do my daily report. I can select what I want to report in, and I can add any notes here, add general notes in here. But there's no accidents on site. You can put in what subcontractors have been up to as well if you wanted to. ABC Electric. So I'll say I've had them on site. Say I've had a couple of guys working 8 hours. We can put in here first fix completed. We can put no problems to report. So we can generate as many subcontractor notes as we want to. And then we just generate that daily report. Nice and simple to do. Generates it within the main system as well. So here it's generating that report for me. What it's basically doing, all the information that's been put into Fonn for that day is pulling it into a nice daily report for you. Does it pretty quick, doesn't take that long to generate. We'll show you what that looks like. So here's our daily report for today. So pulls some of our project details, all of your company branding logos goes here. Automatically pulls in the weather conditions for that project location as well. Here's those notes we added, subcontractor notes, what project members have been on site, any parts of our program. So there's those photos we added up to that part of the scope of works, any tasks, what we had completed or created for us, any issues that we raised. So there's that broken window issue, the variation that we created and we see it's been accepted, RFIs we submitted, the new drawing we uploaded, the new form that we completed. Good thing is everything in orange acts as a link back into the system. So we want to look at this broken window issue, click on that link and that will take us straight through to that issue within in the system. Yes, there's lots of ways you can manage your reports through here as well. Project members sit within here. So this is where you've got complete control over that. Like I said, everything is unlimited users on the platform. If you need to invite a new member in, put in their email address, select their project role, and then you send an invitation to them to create their project within the system. All sits in within the mobile app as well. So we're going to the mobile app side here. We can see our project directory and we can also contact them direct from here. So I need to speak to Claire, for example, I can slide it across and I can just phone her direct from my phone as I needed to. And you can also invite members in from the mobile app side as well. So it's really easy to invite new people in as and when you need to into your project. Last couple of things to run through really. Organizational side, this is like the back end of the system. This is where you can go and look at different project trends to see what's been happening within your projects. You can look at your projects overview. So here it lists all of our projects out and we'll highlight any information we need to look at. We can filter it by issues. So I can see here I've got a lot of open issues. I can go and look at them at a high level view as I need to. We can look at overdue tasks and then our scope of works. This will bring up our program. I can see our project here, we should be 99% complete. We're only at 60 at the moment, so we're actually behind schedule. Look at the details that bring up our program. I'm interested in what's overdue. That will show me exactly what's overdue, what's in progress, where we're at with it. So we know, right, put more resources to this. This is what we need to get done to get back on track with our project and where we need to be. And then you can run reports through here as well. So there's lots of different organizational reports we can pull out through the system. Last thing is what quite a lot of clients do nowadays is creating QR codes. So we can do that through Fonn as well. So here we've got some QR codes. One to the left will take me to any sort of snagging issues on that project. Click on it, it will take me straight through to my snag list within the system. And then the one on the right will take me through to the current drawings for that project, for example. So I can go and scan that. That'll take me straight through to the folder, the current drawings for that project. These QR codes can link back into forms, parts of the program, different parts of the system. So, you know, it's really good to be able to just scan it, takes you straight through to where you need to go to. So hopefully that's give you a quick run through. I tried to keep it in half an hour, a few minutes over, but I think the main things that our clients like about Fonn is that it's very user friendly. We get really good adoption from sort of site teams. There's a really good return on investment on Fonn as well. You know, from clients saving sort of paper printing costs. We tend to say Fonn's like having an extra member of staff in a way. So, you know, if you imagine you can have a member of staff that doesn't sleep, you know, doesn't moan, doesn't want days off, doesn't phone in sick, works 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, always available. You know, that is for the price that you pay for Fonn is nowhere near what it costs you for a sort of staff member. So it's yeah, it's very good on that sort of side of it. Our clients get a very good return on investment, saves them a lot of time, a lot of money. It just gets all that communication into one system. We tend to find that people communicate in so many different ways. Hopefully you can see now by using Fonn, it's putting all that communication into one system, where you know, you're logging in to access all your current drawings, you're doing all your snagging, you're filling out your digital forms, you're managing your RFIs, you're doing, you know, your timesheets, you're checking in, you're doing lots of things through one platform instead of lots of different platforms. You know, it just helps with that communication, keeps it all nice and streamlined and in one place really. Yeah, if anyone has any questions, please let me know, but hopefully that will give you a better idea of what Fonn is and how it works for our clients. Okay, thanks very much.